I'm back, and right now currently I'm at the chemo unit waiting to see Paula, and hope everything is good. I hope my blood work is good. That's the main thing I want because I want my drugs. Gotta get my fix. Anyway, so yeah, everything was good. Had an excellent trip, and it's always hard when you're coming back from a trip because you don't want it to end, right? Because then when it ends, you're back into reality. But that's okay. I'll plan another one. Goodness. Just want to update you before I crack up again. Yes, I actually had my balloon ride on Thursday? Friday. Oh, no, where are we now? Oh, yeah, last Friday. My goodness, time has gone nowhere. Yeah, last Friday. I actually went on my balloon ride, July 6th. Had an awesome time. It was really good. I didn't think we were up as long as I thought until I looked at the time on my pictures. Because on my camera it'll show me what time they were taken up. Yes, we were up there for an hour. I could have stayed up there. It was really good. And I'm glad that we did it in the morning because they were saying that with all the humidity that we've been having, they can't go as high. And we're up about 1,000 feet and they can't go as high when it's humidity. So the morning flights are the ones to take right now. So yeah, good time. We ended up coming down in a field near Belmont. Missed the corn. I have some video of us just hovering the corn. You can see the corn just doing this little shake. It took 2 attempts to land, and landing was pretty good. They told us, or the guy, there's just one guy with us and 3 ground crew that chased the balloon around. Yep, in the van they chased it around. It's like storm chasers.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep. Anyway, so he told us that it'd be better if we put our cameras away so they'd be safe, but no, I didn't. It's only a camera. I still got a memory card. Break the camera, I've still got all my memories on the card. So I just have it on the side there, and I just kept it going. And you got to bend your knees, so I bend my knees, and I just let the camera go and let it do its thing. So I got some good video of his landing. So yeah, it was good. And at the end of it, we had champagne. Once we were transported back to the start point,
did you expect that? Did you expect? Oh, you did.
I knew about the champagne. So we had champagne. I had a little bit of orange juice in mine. It was kind of early in the morning to be drinking something that's acidic, but I wanted another one after it was done. Yeah. So we filled up my glass some more. No orange juice, just the champagne. Yeah, so that was good. So theoretically I had 2 glasses. My trip started off in Iceland, 3 nights. Went on a whaleboat, saw 6 mink whales. Beautiful. Even got a picture of one. He's humped over. But I'm kind of thinking that's not a mink whale, but anyway. Got that one by chance. Walked forever. The next day we went up a mountain Mount Aisha, and actually got to stage 4, which was 1,277 feet. There's 6 stages, but there was no way I was going to make it up to the rest of the mountain, but we did that. From Iceland we we landed in Manchester, went to my sister's in Hanforth, spent 3 nights with her there, and didn't really do a whole lot of stuff there, just local things, a little bit shopping. And then on the 23rd of June, my sister came with Mark and me to the Isle of Man and spent 3 nights there. Had a wonderful time there. Went to a cat sanctuary, which was more for Libby. It's a home, like a refuge home for wayward animals. They even have horses there, and donkeys and geese and other animals like that there. So this is at the Mancat Sanctuary, and just a wonderful place, and that's pretty good. We did a couple of other things there, but going from the Isle of Man, Libby went back to Manchester, and Mark and I went to the Fair Isle, which is in the North Sea, 3 kilometres wide, 5 kilometres long, 70 people, 50,000 puffins. I saw at least 20. We didn't see any whales. There are whales that come there too, but we saw lots of seals. I think they were following us around, but they were putting on an act for us, and I got some good pictures of them all. Have a great time, 5 nights on there, and I'd go back there again. The host, Josie and Dave, are excellent people, and yeah, I feel like that we're family. I feel really comfortable there. So that's really good. Came home on July 4th, and so now I'm back to reality. Friends, where am I? Yep.
Pants, those are nice, I like those types.
If you're wondering about my nose, see,
Let's do a close-up.
you should see Mark. Nobody controls me. I get back full force. Okay? Okay, my internal dialogue. This one I wrote on the 20th of June when I was in Iceland, and it's 2:15 in the morning, and I'm awake. I have a hard time sleeping. So I don't really have a title for this one, so I'm just gonna read it. Okay. Okay. So this is June 20th at 2:15 a.m. in the morning in Iceland, the day that we're going to leave. Anyway, so what will I know when I feel the presence of nothingness? Where will I go when I breathe my last gasp of air? When will I know when it's time to move on? Why will I know just what I am to do? How will I know when my journey has begun?
She said they did new method.
Did you get it?
Oh, yeah.
They do with celery. Cut celery.
Okay, my next one.
Celery.
It's pretty short, but it's
Learning all
at
these.
2:18 in the morning. A presence within my being, the knowledge of consequential
Yeah.
tasks. A journey within, meticulously unfolding. Drama will not last.
Yeah.
And then the one to my sister I wrote, June 26th, in flight, Isle of Man to Edinburgh. This is when I finished it up. I initially started in Iceland, but anyway. So it's sisters. Who is she, this sibling of mine?
Oh, wow.
Likeness from the exterior. Emotions entwined. What is she? My survivor of a past. A supporter of my future, my journey to last. My sister, devoted soul, emotionally connected, independence abode. My sister, love unconditioned, just because, who she is. My sister, my friend, within my heart, right to the end.
First of all, cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Glad you're back. Safe and sound.
Glad to be back.
You look healthy, by the
Somewhat.
way. Beautiful tan.
5 pounds. I
Five.
gained. With all the walking I did, and I still gained 5 pounds.
To the cupcake lady, Sally says,
Cheers. I have a yellow and orange straw this time. My purple one has taken a walk in my absence while I was on my trip. And my flowers are now gone. I had to throw the last ones out when I got back. They were pretty bedraggled and yes, but anyway, cheers.
we don't know how we're going to come across when we're saying this, but it's important we want to mention it again because yesterday Sally had her chemo and friends that we met there, Mike
and
Emily. I just don't want to talk at all, so if I do, please feel free to jump in.
I'll bleep him.
Anyway, so he comes in very somber. He had just found out that someone he's gone through chemo, the last 2 years, had just passed away, and it was very emotional for, I think, everyone, including the nurses in
Yeah.
there.
And this is the third person in a couple months that he's been in the process with at the chemo unit that has passed away. So it's really hit him hard, and he's going through his own dilemmas too. So yeah, every time you turn around, there's something else going on with him. So
And yeah, because he showed us, he just finished radiation, he has this lump in his throat now. It's not his primary cancer.
no,
Mike is terminal. I don't know if you guys remember or been watching it, doesn't matter, but anyway, it was very hard for everyone. I should say it's Mike Condi and Emily, she's Murfield,
yeah.
his partner, are putting on, this is their second charity golf tournament.
He was diagnosed with colon cancer in 2010, discussing treatments and the option of receiving high-dose chemotherapy at St. Thomas Allegheny General Hospital. After spending 6 months receiving treatments in the chemo unit, I was so grateful for the care I received, I decided to hold a golf tournament to raise money for the chemo unit and cancer research. In August of last year, the first annual Condi Cancer Cup was held at Kettle Creek Golf and Country Club, and they raised $9,800. And that went to some of the equipment in
Correct.
the unit itself. As I continue my battle against cancer, my desire to give back gets stronger. I'm currently organising the second annual Condi Cancer Cup, which will be held on August 25th of this year at Pleasant Valley Golf Club. 100% of the proceeds will go to the chemotherapy unit department at St. Thomas Elgin General Hospital. We are looking to the community to help us with sponsors, registration gifts, and silent auctions, raffle items. With your support, we hope to have another successful golf tournament and surpass last year's donation. Thank you again for your support. Anything you can, think of that, someone will buy, or, something that you don't even use, you just got it sitting in the cupboard and it's, out of sight, out of mind, and,
Or
just
if you're crafty,
anything.
number to be reached,
Yes.
and I should give that out, she would want to, it's on the paper, right,
Yeah.
Sally?
Right here.
519-617-0193. He's just put out brochures now for any golfers wanting to participate. Right. So,
And then the sponsors inside where I think you probably will be able to.
if you're interested in golfing and
So
supporting
the
it,
St. Thomas Wendy's are sponsoring, the London Kia, the Silverleaf Contracting, Gormar Auto Body, and Beaver Creek Animal Hospital are in here as being sponsors. So I'm just presuming that you'll be able to get one of these sheets from there. It has all the information that you need.
and if you're interested, then if you don't want to golf, but you want to donate,
And you don't have to golf either. You can just go to the lunch
that's what it,
or
right.
the supper.
That's right, which is, if you want to just do the dinner only, it's $30.
Yes. My day started off really good. And yeah, of course I'm nervous about if I'm going to have chemo or not, and just the normal things I go through every time, so I know what to expect anyway. So, cut a long story short, once I see Mike, my whole demeanor changed. I went into that, the miseries, I call it. And at first I didn't understand why, and then the more I was thinking of it, and then when I had my alone time, because Rue went out to do some things, and I caught a grips of what it was all about, and it was about Mike. And seeing this guy in so much pain, like he hasn't been through enough already, losing another person in a matter of a couple months, he said. That's 3 people. Then it gets me thinking about my demise and stuff like this, and then thinking about Mike. He's got this lump in his throat and stuff like this, and how much longer does he really have here? And my fear for him and for Emily, and it's the reality of it all, and the reality of dying when you're not ready to die, because this guy surely is not ready to die. And I think, looking at him yesterday, his mind is already going there, and he knows what's coming, and he doesn't have to talk about it. He knows what's coming, and for myself, looking at him, I don't see Christmas for him. I'd be very surprised. He just didn't have that bounce in him. He didn't, his whole look and everything else was very, very sad, withdrawn. So anyway, so we're going to get to meet him
We're going out
on
for lunch
on
next
Monday.
week.
Yeah,
Him and his beautiful wife.
yeah. So and
He's a very selfless guy.
yeah, he is.
I can't believe
Wonderful
how much he's
person.
giving back, especially
Yeah.
in the times that he's going through
Yeah.
himself and dying of his own.
Yeah, because he's already in his 2nd cancer, and now he's looking at a 3rd cancer.
Correct.
So yeah, and that's since 2010. So yeah. Anyway, so when I was on my own, then I just I was going to listen to music, and I did, and then I was trying to sleep, and I couldn't, because my mind is now gone into overdrive, because it has to gather itself, and everything has to go in order. That's the type of person that I am. I have to rationalize everything, rationalize my feelings, and from where it started, I have to figure everything out. So anyway, so I started writing, which is what I do. So I have an app on my iPad here, and this one I'm calling it Day to Day by Sally. So what I wrote was what I feel right now. At chemo, and all is good, yet I have this feeling of great sadness. Why? Just so much emotion is engulfing my being at this point in time. It is not just one thing, maybe a multitude of experiences of the day coming together. Too much right now. My brain is not processing fast enough before it moves on to the next. Seeing Mike and Emily was good. Clearly, as much as he tried to hide, Mike was dealing with his own set of dilemmas. I feel for Mike. His internal pain shows in his face. Cancer possible in his throat area, just like he has not had enough to deal with already. Terminal like me, he has lost another friend to this defiant bastard. His third in a couple months. 3 in 2 months. Wow, hard news to accept. That will be us one day. News, obituary, whether we are ready or not. A statistic. The world moves on, and we are. I've lost that.
And where are we?
Yep, the world moves on, and where are we? A fucking memory. Maybe I am just feeling sorry for myself, but emotions are running high right now. Just not fair, fucking cruel. I am supposed to believe in God. Where is this fucking God? I would not punish another fellow human by letting them die from some bastard of a disease such as this. I would not wish this on my worst enemy. And that's as far as I got. Thank you for your time.
Did that help?
Yeah,
You wrote it?
like it
I
helped.
think-
Yeah,
think so,
because
right?
when you came back, then I was starting to come back out. I had my moments when I put the sheet over my head, because I had the chills yesterday too, so, yeah, I had a hard time holding my emotions intact, so I was
But I'm
trying
glad
to,
you let them out.
yeah.
Because they are.
And being there in the unit, everybody's like family anyway, so it's,
Nobody
you know,
cares.
nobody really cares if you're crying or,
The nurses are crying too.
Nurses, yeah.
So, you know, they make it real too.
yeah,
They're not afraid to show their feelings.
yeah.
When he walks into the room, he's so charismatic.
Yeah.
That's what I get. It's amazing. And
Yeah.
it's only because he's a selfless individual. He has given so much more back. But he's grateful
Yeah.
for the time that he's had and for what they have done, the unit, the chemo unit, that has allowed him to live
Yeah.
some more of his life.
Yeah. Yeah, and Emily, she's such a sweetheart, very strong lady, and I'm sure she's going through the,
We ask her all
the
these,
realities
right?
of all this, and just,
How she's coping.
yeah, strength and realities come into play, and people gather whatever they have inside them from wherever it comes, and yeah,
She is his
part of the
strength
process. Yeah, she's a strength.
beyond.
Yeah.
Good people. Very good people.
This is to you, Mike, and we're thinking about you, and we love you, buddy. And wherever you go, you'll be with us, okay?
We have your back.
I don't even know if he drinks Guinness.
I don't even know if he drinks.
Be not afraid! Be not afraid!